Zachary Hines. That was quite a production. Rox, I didn't know you were in the Straz Center.
Yeah, can you believe it?
I can't believe they couldn't get you better seats.
There's a great echo in here.
Well, I'm feeling very fresh and fancy, Rox, because we have our new official media sponsor, hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad.
Hashtag Creative Loafing.
We have a really exciting episode in store. It's our first episode in the fall. We have some pumpkin spice autumnal talent.
Oh, the talent's gonna bring the spice. Don't you worry.
All right, well, let's just fall right in. We're a mess.
I used to go to the big dances with my sister. My sister has a chaperone because my dad wouldn't let her go out alone. So she would take me to the clubs, like in Brooklyn, to the St. George Hotel, where the big Latin bands were, the Tito Puentes, the Tito Rodriguez, all those big Latin bands. And I was 11 years old. What the hell, 11, 12, I was going on. And I was a chaperone. Where do you put the chaperone? On the bandstand, you know, where they can all watch. So my sister had a friend in one of the bands. So I used to hang out there and watch all these big bands, like the Eddie Palmieri's when they were young, the Ray Barrettos, all those, you know, big guys, the Tito Puentes. And then I would serve as a band boy. I would go and get drinks for them, Cuba Libre and stuff like that. But in that, I would sit at the stage and I started experiencing this, you know, this cultural music, the Latin jazz and Latin salsa. And I would see it from the stage view, looking at people dancing. And I did this for about 2 years, my sister, until I stopped chaperoning. Then I started playing when I first, I learned piano. Well, actually, I started playing rock first, okay? I used to play with a group called the Young Lads. We followed through with the Young Rascals. How can I be sure in the world? You know, that whole thing. So we started doing that. I started playing rock, and I was a rock guitarist and all that. The Beatles came out. I'm making this all condensed. The Beatles came out, you know, when the Beatles came out in that era, I was a real Beatle fan. The hippie era, you know, like then I became like 14, 15, you know, and then this was Woodstock, and Woodstock came out. And we were in Woodstock, and the band was starting to form, the first Sazón band. I went from playing guitar to piano. And I had this guy I had to thank for, his name is Earl Coleman. He's a great jazz pianist. He passed away already. And he used to play like fantastic jazz. I used to go over there and I started taking lessons with him. And I started and I learned salsa. And then at about 1969, the day we landed on the moon was when we did our first recording. There was always a competition between the Bronx and Brooklyn, you know? Brooklyn had its bands and they had the Brooklyn sound. What I'm legendary for, and I am not because I say it, and I don't like to say it, but I have a legend base of doing the Brooklyn sound. Brooklyn sounds of the 70s. And Willie Colon had his own sound of trombones, only trombones. You know, you had Ray Barretto who was playing like trombone and sax and those big, it was all what we called salsa dura, hard Latin. It was like saying, it was like the difference between Sting and the Who, you know? We were like the Who. We would get there all dressed up in hippie shit. And then you had the guys in the Bronx would come in there regular, straight, you know, Corinthian suits and stuff like that. But in Brooklyn, we were on acid when we were playing, you know? Over there, they would just be like, oh, let's have a drink. It was cold, so I moved to Florida. And I didn't regret it because I met a lot of good musicians. That's where when I met up with Hector Mayoral. And Mayoral, I know him we know each other for 20-something years. And Gombi Ortiz. And Gombi Ortiz was, you know, he's been my compadre for the same 25 years, which subsequently became our creative producer. And we've been doing work together. I met Fred Johnson. We worked with Fred Johnson. We used to do those shows down there by the water, you know, with Fred and those guys. That's the old school guys. This is my record, Return from the Future. Okay? On this, you have my friend Gombi Ortiz. You see him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
There's Gombi
this.
Ortiz. There's me playing, I don't know. And then there's Hector. And then there's Benny Maldonado, who works a lot in Tampa. This is the old new record. First came out Sazón. This is La Nueva Sazón with, which is still available.
So what do you think it is about your music and this genre of music that is so timeless?
It's the dancing. People love to dance, and they love to dance hard salsa. And when you go to dance, you go to a club. It's like when we played the Hub, they didn't have no idea. They were dancing like crazy. They didn't recognize the music right away. But once the energy started, and you got the energy with the vocals, and you see a big band, it's nothing you can do but get into it.
Oh, Roxanne, I think we have our friend Ray calling us.
All
Hey,
right.
Ray.
Hello.
All right.
Hey,
Creative Loafing
how are you?
Tampa editor-in-chief, Ray Roa. So exciting to see you.
Excited to be here. We are broadcasting live and direct from the office. We have Best Debate Stress and Elation at the same time.
Yeah, Best of the Bay issue hits stands tonight.
It does. So normally we hit the streets on Thursday, but issues do always hit pretty much Wednesday night everywhere, especially with this one because we turn it in early, and we have a Best of the Bay release party. Traditionally, we do a big one at a performing arts center. This one's going to be subdued, socially distanced. It's going to happen at the Hard Rock, BOTBTampaBay.com, and that's where you can find the link to all the winners. But the Best of the Bay is a celebration of everything. And this year, obviously, it's a little bit more complicated. There's still a lot to be happy about. And as we said last week, there's still a lot of people who aren't recognized in the Best of the Bay that we should be thinking about. So it's an odd year, but still important to find some light and celebrate a lot of things. And there's some kind of snarky, tongue-in-cheek insults in there too, but we got to exercise those out too.
Oh, of course. I mean, if there was no snark, I would be thoroughly disappointed.
So the Straz Center is a double winner. You won in both the readers and the critics picks. So for readers picks, highly coveted readers picks, which as in the years that I've worked at this paper, I've come to find out how hard it is to win these. The David A. Straz Center for the Performing Arts is the best performing arts center in Tampa Bay, according to readers. You also won in the critics picks category.
What?
One of our contributors, Stephanie Powers, who we all know and love, very funny lady, comedian, talented musician, just an all-around great person, music scene lifer, wanted to, and this is no home cooking, okay? This would happen whether I was here or not. TTRL by the Straz Center has won Best Virtual Talent Show. And she said it didn't take long for you two, Zachary and Roxanne, to come up with this idea for your Wednesday night online talent show, which is Tampa Total Request Live, TTRL. And she's proud of the way that you switch gears, a bunch of different themes, different performers. And I agree with her that it has been a welcome respite to the crushing depression that 2020 has brought. So thank you and congrats.
Thank you. You like us. You really like us.
I really like us.
We've always liked you. I was glad Stephanie wanted to do that one. So as you know, it's split up into critics picks, readers picks. We have some special profiles for the 30th anniversary. So we're excited to share it.
Well, we are honored. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to read the full Best of the Bay issue, 30th anniversary.
30 years.
Yeah, we're proud of that and happy that we still have a family of contributors and readers. We're very lucky, and we're grateful to put it out on the stand. So it's the keeper issue. You just keep it and go to all these places that you read about. So.
Hi, TTRL. So this is the point in the show at which we would usually have an interview with another artist and show another video. But we suddenly lost a treasured member of our Tampa music scene, KenoSobi Hercules. He was a producer, a rapper, and a drummer, and he was in a lot of projects here, from The Visitors to the Collective Guan Massive to Hotbox. He was always willing to jump in and sub for someone if they needed a drummer, and he was just a warm light and a great person. And so we want to pay tribute to him and share his song with you, Stand for Something. So please enjoy it and check it out. Rest in peace.
Now let us begin.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, Bobby T, yeah. Gotta stand for something, or you just gon' fall. I'm standing here, one hand in the air, I do this here for y'all. The ones that have them dreams, no one has time for schemes. Nobody wants to hear you go, gotta go extreme. But everybody ain't on that. This whole rap shit is strong, black. What happened to the soul? I think it's all gone. What happened to the drums? Where the fans at? Put them stacks back. For that I sell crap, but I chose music. Yeah, it's therapeutic. Addicted to hi-hats and basses, had to use it. Hip-hop is for everyone. I'm mad they abuse it. Everybody gonna die, so spend life doing what the fuck is on your mind. Not everybody gonna shine, but everybody know we'll get a little glow when the time come. Everybody gonna die, spend life doing what the fuck is on your mind. Not everybody gonna shine, but everybody know they'll get a little glow when the time comes. Stand for something, be a richer, no. When the time to change is hip hop now, make it evolve. Can't stay still for long, or else we'll be wrong. It's a small world and it can be gone. Gotta stand for something, y'all. Be a richer, no. When the time to change is hip hop now, make it evolve. Can't stay still for long, or else we'll be wrong. It's a small world and it can be